Hey, what's going on, guys? Mindicu7B here. Welcome back. Yes, today we are kicking off Season 4 of this career mode. This is episode number 105 today, as we are going to be kicking off the 2019 season here for this NASCAR alternate universe of NASCAR Thunder 2000. There's a lot to that went on that was completely different. Of course, there was a previous video that explained more all the details there. But essentially, we're driving for a brand new team in Viking Motorsports, but also we have a brand new driver lineup here for you all together. I'm not going to bore you too much with the details there, of course. Of course, we also have brand new rules in place for us this season. Of course, because we're going to Daytona at the beginning of it, of course, we are making sure we do not have any setup adjustments at all, not even the pit road adjustments as well. So whatever we stuck with, even with the gearing, that's what we start off with as well. We're also having no sponsorships, of course, no in-game sponsorships. We're not allowed to have any funding from the income whatsoever. So just a bit of a reminder there, what we got to do from that point forward. Because in case you haven't missed the previous video, but my rules have taken place here, that's essentially what we had there. So also, as well, being a No Bull 5 event here at Daytona, we're not a part of it this time, but of course, I'm going to remind you who are the No Bull 5 contenders. Those are the people who are going to be having the red roof number, and as well as the red spoiler. We have Jeff Green in the 4, Warbird in the 22, the 10 of Johnny Benson, the 55 of Jason Keller, and the 66 of Jimmy Johnson as well. So keep out for those guys, because we're trying to make sure they can get ourselves a $1 million bonus along with the huge winner's purse here at Daytona. So without further ado, I'm not going to go into too much into detail, of course, as well. We already seen the previous preseason video, so let's kick off with the action finally, yeah? It's been a couple months. Let's get on with it, guys. Let's have some fun for this season. Let's kick it off at the Daytona 500. Now, I know I said we're going to be qualifying in last. However, this is the only event in the game where it kind of matters a little bit for the where you kind of start with the Gatorade duel. But it's not for us. It's for the AI as well. So I'm going to cut to the very end of the Gatorade duel just to make sure, you know, we got to have a proper starting lineup, because we have right now Steve Park is on the pole here today, followed by Kurt Busch, Chad Chapson's in third, Ward Burton fourth, and Adam Petty in fifth. So we have a No Bull 5 contender in the top 5, of course. Yeah, so we're going to go get right along with the Gatorade 125. I'm going to cut to that very end of it, and we'll see you guys at the end of that Gatorade 125. Okay, so the duel has ended. We're going to go see who ended up winning this duel here real quick. Obviously, we're starting in last, but that's just the way it's supposed to be. We have a lot of dirt in our car. I was parking in the grass. Jason Keller ended up winning the race. All right, really good start there for the Busch Series champion there. Yeah, just don't mind me slowing down right there. Of course, before we do that, make sure our transmission's set to manual, and otherwise, make sure everything else is default, which it is. Very good. And now the moment we've been waiting for, the Great American Race.
Well, here we are at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the NASCAR Winston Cup Series premier event. This is Joe Moore, and I'm with Barney Hall to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage on MRN. With the history and prestige here at this track, the teams seem to be all pushing themselves just a little harder this week.
The list of former winners here is very prestigious indeed. Who wouldn't want their name to be on it? Who knows, maybe we'll add another lucky driver when this one's all over.
Steve Park and Kurt Busch lead off the grid here for the 4th season of this career mode. As you can see, like 4 of the 5 No Bull 5 drivers are in the top 10. It looks like here. Where is Jimmy Johnson? He must have had a not so good of duel race himself. And we are now underway. Here we are, season 4 finally beginning here. We're going to take our first lap here at Daytona. There's Hank Parker Jr. and Randy LaJoy right in front of us here. Trying to, of course, our mission, win a Daytona 500 from the very back. Well, win every race from the very back, really, because that's where we're going to be starting off there. And already we're going 3 wide. We're pushing this Viking Motorsports car to the limits already, going into in 3 wide into turn 1. Passing John Andretti and Casey Atwood as well. The outside line appears to be stacking up quite a bit. There's Tony Raines as well in the 75. We just passed Dick Trickle. A little bit of a squeeze up there. Now we got Jason Leffler in the FedEx Express Ford. right in front of us. We're actually going to go down the inside of more of these guys. We got Jeff Gordon as well. We got Jerry Nadeau in a 25, still in there with a UAW Delphi paint scheme. And there's Tony Roper in the 14 just right in front of us. We're going to try to pull Jason Leffler just to pull him up just a little bit there anyway, just to try to get him to pull up there. Ooh, a little bit of a. Ooh, okay, Jerry's gonna try to come down, but we're gonna say no to that. We're gonna say no, fam. We got Tony Rover. We're gonna pass as well. We got Hermie Sadler. Greg Biffle's up here as well. We're already gained about 9 spots within the first lap. Already, we're gonna do an audacious iRacing 3 wide maneuver on the inside with Greg Biffle and Hermie Sadler. We're gonna pass them both easily. And there's a Junior Johnson associate number 11 car of Mike Borkowski in the Budweiser Ford. We're going to show you the roof cam here with all these beautiful paint schemes that we're going to be passing here just for a little bit here. We got of course we got Anthony Lazaro in the 42. Just a reminder, I'm just reminding you the names of these drivers because it's going to take some time to get used to all these cars and how they're performing anyway. Just to give you guys an general idea. I even changed the number textures a little bit, trying to make sure they can get the proper one there. We appear to be stuck behind though. We got Mark Green in the 9. That's not his normal paint scheme. That would be a little bit of contact there with, I think that's Jerry Nadeau. I didn't even mean for that. I didn't even hear the spotter say car outside. I was too busy talking. As we're up to 30th, we're gonna be making 29th now. We got Jack Sprague in the 44. Man, I've been talking nonstop this whole entire video so far. We got Jimmy Johnson up there. There's Jimmy Johnson. There's the other No Bull 5 contender right there. Jimmy Johnson, not exactly where he wants to be at the start of this race, considering how the other contenders are already up there. But yeah, right now, we're just stuck behind Mark Green. Jimmy Johnson's trying to make a move on there, but he's going to get trapped behind Lyndon Amick as well as Kevin Harvick in the 36. Andy Houston, you used to be so good at these plate tracks. I'm not sure how he's starting all the way in the back there. I'm not sure if he had a horrible dual race or whatnot, but it just happens to be that way. So we're going to go with more 3 wide maneuvers down on the inside, passing both Mark Green and Lyndon Amick. Thank you for your service. We're going to go try to get that Joe Bessie car out of the way for us now. We're up towards the middle of the pack now. And we're just going to keep moving forward here from here on out. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're going to be stuck behind the 7 car now. We got Justin Labonte in the 16. And, of course, Glenn Allen Jr. in the 7. Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the 28. We're going to probably stick with him for a little bit here because we're going to be stuck behind here for at least a little while. So we're going to go finish this 3-wide maneuver. We're already up to 20th within 4 laps here. This car is very, very strong, but we need a drafting partner to help get ourselves up there, though. And we're going to stick with Bobby Hamilton Jr. for a little bit and see if we can get ourselves up a little bit further. And we did bring ourselves back up to the pack. We got Tony Stewart up this way as well. We're going to kind of leave Bobby Hamilton Jr. out to dry a little bit there. We need another drafting partner. We need to get ourselves up there a little bit more quicker because that first pack is already gone. We need to stick with somebody. There's our old teammate right there. Joe Nemechek is still in a 33 car. Andy Santerre is doing the best he can, but doesn't look like he's not that fast of a car, it seems. I don't know who's the fastest of the bunch here. I want to say that maybe Mayfield in the 12 is going to be the fastest car to help us get up there too. I mean, I see a couple other cars up there in that first pack. We see Adam Petty as well in that 88 car. That's beautiful green and purple Spree car. We're going to try to work our way forward here, try to get ourselves a bit of a better drafting partner than what we have here. Unless we can just get Bobby Hamilton Jr. up here because he was rather quick. He was able to help us out a lot there, but we're kind of just stuck behind Joe Nemechek here, our former teammate. We're just kind of like pushing him at the moment. Not exactly what I want to be doing, especially seeing how the first pack is already gone. But maybe we might just jump up and just help Tony Stewart out. But yeah, we're kind of just stuck here a little bit right now. We're going to try to get ourselves a little bit closer towards the lead pack here in this race. We essentially became the new leader of this pack, but I decided to let the inside go. Let Bobby Hamilton Jr. and maybe even Tony Stewart to go through. I couldn't merge behind Bobby Jr. there. And we're going to try to squeeze, bully him out of that draft. This is my draft, sir. And now we're going to push the 28 car to hopefully get ourselves up a little bit further up towards that second pack there. It looks like there's like 3 packs now being formed. So now we're going to try to make this our 3rd pack here. We're going to push this 28 car to see how we can get up there. And hey, maybe Bobby Jr. can reunite with his teammate Adam Petty as well in the 88. It's going to take a few laps to get up there though. But let's see if we can get up there. It kind of looks like the packs have kind of separated themselves a little bit up there, but we have reunited Bobby Hamilton Jr. with his teammate of Adam Petty in the 88. You can see the green, orange, and purple color car. Oh, Bobby Jr. is wasting no time at all. We're just kind of like committed to each other right now, really. Kind of weird to like, just ditch his own teammate to try to help us out. Maybe Adam Petty will try to get back in line here, and hopefully he can get himself a little bit more speed. I see Kenza. I think that's Dale Jr. up there. That blue and I think light blue car. I think that might be Dale Jr. that's still up there. We're gaining a little bit more and more on the leaders. They're kind of like unorganized up there. We're like the only one that's really like organized right there. Yeah, we gained about a second since the last time I really like cut off there. So we're gaining time. This car is really fast here today. Both of our cars, all three of us, were kind of like in a pack. But Adam Petty, well, he's just saying, "See you bye." It looks like back there, he might fall back to that second pack behind us there. He's not able to catch back up to us there. So it's just the three of us. We can make it if I already made that joke so many times already. I'm not gonna do that again. All right, we definitely caught up to that pack. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Bobby Jr. Unfortunately, we're gonna abandon him a little bit there. It's not exactly what I was hoping to do, but we're almost there towards that top 10 spot here. We're actually doing quite well, but oh man, I don't have any of that draft on the inside. We're gonna have to go back to the top here to stay behind Matt Kenseth here. Try to get ourselves pull us up a little bit further before we sneak back down to the inside, because I'm pretty sure Dale Jr. wants to do that. And whoa, Kenseth with the late block there. Somehow managed to make it somewhat work, but we're going to keep him up there. We're going to force him up there a little bit there, and we're going to try to break up that, and we're going to push Dale Earnhardt Jr. Of course, a good time for me to use this camera angle. You can see the Nationwide is on your side here. This beautiful blue and light blue car here as well. I know I kind of like doing like 2 videos at once, just doing the preseason video somewhat all over again with like just showing you all these cars and whatnot. But I just want to show them all in track here anyway. I mean, it looks really nice. I think I did a pretty good job painting all these cars. I painted them all myself. Yeah, all these custom cars that you see here on the racetrack here today, like whether it be this car or, well, my car I'm racing now, or like any of the other AI cars that are not like, that didn't have a paint scheme change, they were all done by me. So let me know what you all think of how well I did with this custom car set so far. But yeah, we're pushing Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're kind of leaving the others in the dust actually behind us there. We're gonna try to like make her just pack our own, but we kind of like checked up there a little bit, and now here we are. We're in the main pack now. It took a while, but we are actually now in the main pack. Chad Chaffin is rounding out the top 10, doing strong work for that Larry Hedrick number 41 here today. We got Ron Hornaday up as well inside that top 10 as well. We have an abundance of different teams here in the top 10. We're going to push the DEI car of Dale Earnhardt Jr. as well. We're going to unfortunately leave the Larry Hedrick machine a little bit behind in the dust, but unless maybe Dale Jr. wants to go put him up. Our pole sitter, Steve Park, is up there too. We have Ron Hornaday in the 21 up there. He's having a very strong run for his first Cup start in 20 years. And very good stuff there with that synergy between the Wood brothers and an older guy. Johnny Benson, who's rocking that Lycos paint scheme today. That red spoiler indicating that he is part of the No Bull 5. Like 3 of the No Bull 5s are up here, plus Johnny Benson. I don't even know where Jimmy Johnson may be at. I know he has to be somewhere back there as well. We're gonna take the spot away. This is a really competitive first pack here. I really like this first pack here. This is really competitive. I didn't think it was actually gonna be like this for a long period of time, but I can't even tell who's leading. I think that might be Jeff Green in the lead, not number 4, Morgan McLaurin Motorsports car. He is a No Bull 5 contender, but we're gonna try to maybe spoil that party here for us there. We kind of need the money. Honestly, goodness, we're actually gonna need the money more often than not because no income. This is our only shot of having money, so we kind of need to have the a bit of money that we need here. Jeff Burton also in here, pretty much the title favorite for this season. We got Kurt Busch as a surprise pick up there as well. Jay Sauter in the 26. The wrong Haas Carter car is up in the lead pack here. Ward Burton's trying to make something happen. He's trying to take the lead away, but Jason Keller took the lead away, so it looks like Ward Burton's trying to take that away as well. Yeah, this is a really competitive race so far. We're actually going to go down the inside. Both these guys, maybe even throw 3-for-1 special. No, we won't. We're going to take the 5th spot away from Kurt Busch in the 18 car. And now we got Jay Sauter right in front of us. And then we got Ward Burton and the 2 other former PPC racing teammates of Jeff Green and Jason Keller, who's leading the race right now in that Square D Chevrolet. We're going to go down the inside on both these guys. And we're going to have Ward Burton right in front of us. Now, oh boy, this is just a really good pack racing we have here today. This is really fun. I never expected this amount of pack racing in this race today. I think there's like a person in the pit stops already, it looks like there. Oh, we have to check up a little bit there. I think that was an overtaking attempt gone wrong there. Somebody else is coming over to pits already. I think they made a very early stop, but there's gonna be nobody around. Can't tell who that is, but we're almost in the lead pack. We're almost in the lead right here. We're gonna try to take the 3rd spot away from Jeff Green. Yes. But I didn't hear what my crew chief said. That's Andy Houston in the 3. Now we're the lead car on the inside. We're gonna get pushed by Jeff Burton here. Oh, Jeff, don't watch out. Whoa, Jeff, watch out for Andy Houston. Watch out for the cars that are coming out of the pits. As, oh, Ward made almost a bit of a career, like, race-ending move right there, almost. We're going to try to take the second spot away. And now we're trying to take the lead away. There's our old team, and essentially, apparently we got Jason Keller driving our old car, essentially, but just a different number. We're now side by side for the race lead between ourselves and the Andy Peter Racing Chevy of Jason Keller. You know, this is great stuff here. We're gonna try to make the move. Can we even go for the lead here in this race? We're trying to go still side by side. That 55 car is extremely strong. I remember when we were at Andy Peter Racing, our plate racing package was extremely well. I mean, I don't even know if ours is like as good as theirs, but we're really just making a dead even charge on both the inside. This is like what Daytona racing should be all about in this game. Look, just side-by-side racing like this. We're going to have the nose ahead here on the inside. Are we clear? I don't think so. We're still side-by-side. Our tires are warm, but who really cares about that? And we're going to clear the way. And we're going to clear just on top. And we're going to take the top side away. We are now leading the Daytona 500 for the brand new team of Viking Motorsports. And now we're going to lead the lap here today. And hopefully we can try to lead the rest of this race or so. But but one thing's for sure about Daytona and even Talladega in this game, the AI's pit entry is absurdly good. So we have that to worry about as well when we come down for our pit stops. We also want to make sure we try to get ourselves a bit of a, you know, we need a drafting partner as well. Because if we don't, we're going to be cooked. Especially since the pack is just as good as this right now. So we have that to consider. Ourselves and Jason Keller have just basically been just controlling this race the entirety of the time. We still have an 8-car pack, it looks like, over here as well. I'm surprised this pack is still together. I'm still waiting for more and more people to like make that dive down the pit road so I can actually figure out what am I going to do, because I need to have somebody to come down pit road. It's not like I could go wave my hand out the window in this game. I can just let them know I'm pitting. That way we can all come down pit road and just have a continuing good race between one another. But unfortunately, yeah, like the pit entry compared to the AI is not great. So I have to accommodate for that as well, because we're probably going to lose like at least a few seconds just on that alone. Make sure we don't speed. That is the one thing I don't want, is the speed in this race, and hopefully we don't throw this race away. We kind of just been like holding our own here in this lead pack here. But we got Jeff Green trying to make some maneuvers as well. Jeff Burton's been trying to be relentlessly trying to break up the Chevy pack here. Yeah, this season's going to be wild, just to see like a variety of different cars that are out there in front as well. I mean, we saw in the live stream too that Ward Burton was like no slouch out of all this as well. Oh boy, when are we all coming down the pit road, gentlemen? My fuel is only at 4.7. All right, we heard people are coming down pit road, and now it's our turn to come down pit road, but their brakes are just so much better than ours. Yeah, we were able to make it work somewhat, though, so that's very good there. Once again, as a reminder, we are not allowed to make any pit road adjustments in this race. We are not allowed. We're forced to be on default, and just hopefully we get ourselves a good pit stop there. The pit crew I chose this race are like 80 across the board. You also have to remember as well, like we're kind of in a financial deficit, so we may not have like to play around like pit crews like each race to see like what type of races are we gonna do, like what can we afford to lose time wise and all that stuff. And a 15.3 gets us a great stop out of the way, and we're gonna clear the 55. Surprising, we're gonna clear the 55. We had a much better pit stop than everybody else back there. I am shocked. We were able to make that work, but of course we have to wait until we manage off of turn 2 before we can merge. Of course, that's kind of like the thing I kind of like doing in this like whole career mode anyway. I just merge and off of turn 2 like everybody else does. More and more cars are coming out of the pits. I don't think we're cycled out as the leader. I think there's some other cars in front of us here that are already like nearly at max pace coming out of the gate now. I think we kind of like held up a little bit of the people that are coming out of the pits there on the during our merge anyway. But yeah, we're not the leader. I think right now, I think it's Ron Hornaday and Ward Burton are the leaders of this race. I think as of now, we have to wait and see as of end of the pit cycle. I think this might be coming, this lap here, we're coming up towards people that are exiting pit road right now. Let's see, we're up to P9 already. Let's see, 8, that's going to be 8th. Jimmy Johnson's 8th. Bobby Hamilton Jr. having a very solid run. Very, very awesome to see there. That's Jay Sauter in front of us. Jay Sauter in the 26 is leading this race right now in front of us there, but a little bit of contact there between ourselves and Tony Stewart. So I don't even know who the leader is in this race. Who is leader? It's Jeff Burton. Right now, Jeff Burton is now just assumed to lead, of course. It's kind of no surprise. Ron Hornaday is running a really, really strong second place run for the Wood Brothers. The Wood Brothers have not seen it at victory lane in this millennium. This would be the Wood Brothers' first win of the 2000s if they can get Ron Hornaday up to that victory lane circle there today. But it's going to be a little bit of a while before we can get ourselves back up there. We're trying to bring our friends over on top as well. Steve Park, Jay Sauter. I mean, incredible stuff to see from Jay Sauter in this race. We're going to try to make a move on Steve and Jay though, but we're kind of stuck behind the 26 right now. Try to push him forward here. Again, just make our room for ourselves. Down on the inside. Here we go. Steve Park, our pole sitter, having a great run, but it's going to be probably all for naught pretty soon. Yeah, I'm probably thinking about just letting that 55 car go by so we can just get a good push to get ourselves back up there to the elite pack. Well, I mean, no surprise. Essentially, the Burton brothers are kind of having their own dynasty in this entire latter stages of this career mode. Now with just about under like 15 laps to go, we are somewhat in the slipstream now. The combination of the 55, 56, like different teams, but it's feeling like the same song and dance once again. Like the partnership is just there once again, but just for different teams now. We're getting the suck up with the Wood Brothers of 21 of Ron Hornaday. Oh boy, we're gonna have some lap traffic trouble between the back markers of Tony Roper and Hank Parker Jr. We give a little bit of a nudge to the 21 of Ron Hornaday. Now it's gonna be all a matter of who's gonna get around this lap traffic better. The Burton brothers, the dynasty in this career mode. Ward is trying to go for the lead here in this race. We're gonna help our good old friend out here. We're gonna leave unfortunately Ron up to drive, but it looks like Ward has some speed going on, but he's going to get halted a little bit with his momentum and progress there. He's trying to make a move on the outside, which, buddy, I don't know what you're trying to do there. Now, this is probably what's going to determine the rest of the race here. The lap traffic battle, of course. I mean, they're racing for position, but we're all going to get stuck behind here really quickly here. We're just kind of like stuck here. Oh, this is really going to hold everybody up here. It's going to really hold everybody up here in this race. We're going to try to sail on the inside. That's probably the best thing to do, is not get held up by the lap traffic at all. Ward, don't do this. Come on, Ward. Down low. There you go. There you go, Ward. There you go, Ward. No, don't. Come. All right. So, you know what? We're going to abandon you, and we're going to bring ourselves towards the front. Oh, nope. No. It's all about who can get through this lap traffic better, and we're going to try to take the lead back again here from Jeff Burton on the inside. And we are not clear yet, but we will be really soon. I think off this corner we will, but I think we are now. Yeah, the spotter said we're clear, but we're going to stay on the inside here. Going to get the push from Keller, who's been really kind of like annoyed seeing this Recycled Materials Association car in front of the whole field for like the longest period of time. This guy who wasn't racing 17 years, all of a sudden he's going to go out here and win the Daytona 500 again. I think this is going to be our second Daytona 500 if we win. I believe this will be our second 500 if we do end up winning this race. Yeah, that lap traffic, though, it always causes problems in these races, especially at the end of these super speedway races. But we're about 10 laps to go in this time by, and we're taking control once again here at the Great American Race. Coming to 5 laps to go, we're having a huge wad of lap traffic in front of us. That's going to shake up the whole field, I believe, or shake up this 5-car pack. Ron Hornaday appears to be losing the draft just ever so slightly, but he's still trying to hang on there within the fight. Thankfully, he has a good drafting partner in the form of Jeff Burton right in front of him. Jeff's brother, Ward, is right in front as well. He's trying to make a maneuver on the inside of Jason Keller, but Jason's just not having it. But now we have lap traffic in front of Herbie Sadler and Justin Labonte. That's going to cause a little bit of a dilemma for the AI, but I don't think it'll be that much more trouble for ourselves. Hopefully we don't get stacked up here too much here. Oh, they're gonna be double wide. They're gonna be double wide here. We're gonna try to get down to the inside as best as we can. Oh no, he's gonna block the inside, but we're not gonna tolerate that. We're gonna shove these two guys out of the way. And Jason's gonna stay. No, he's not gonna stay on the outside. He's gonna try to go down low. We're gonna try to force that issue there. But, oh, he's gonna get stuck behind Hermie. He's gonna get stuck behind Hermie. He's gonna fall back to third. It looks like here. But if he doesn't make a maneuver, he's gonna be toast here pretty soon. All right, it's gonna be 3 wide now in the middle. Ron Hornaday's back up there too. This lap traffic has always been such a problem with the AI in this game when it comes to like trying to get around them. I mean, the blue flag didn't exist yet, I guess, in this game or something like that. I don't even know. But we got more lap traffic right in front as well. Man, now we got Jeff Burton in second, essentially the title favorite, trying to go for a, I don't even know how many Daytona 500s he's won in this universe, but I'm pretty sure he's won at least one, if my live stream memory serves me correctly. But man, the lap traffic's really holding up everybody except Jeff Burton and ourselves. But we have one more pack of lap traffic right here, right in front of us as well. So now it just became a 2-horse race, unless somehow, some way, those other 3 can catch up rather quickly. But we got a huge wad of lap traffic here in front as well. But we're going to try to make short work with these guys. Try to pin Jeff Burton back there as well. We're actually pulling away a little bit because of the tiny whiff of a draft that John Andretti was giving us here. Yeah, we're coming this time by 2 laps to go in this race here in the Daytona 500, the final Daytona 500 of this career mode. Can we go two for essentially 4 for our 4 Daytona 500 starts, where we actually well, we won one of them. We got 2 laps to go this time by here. Oh, Jeff Burton's fading a little bit. We're going to just go down to the inside, just pass all these lap cars. All these lap cars, except for Robert Presley in the 77. Oh, boy. Now, I think this might be a game, set, match here, because they're stuck. They're just stuck behind the slower traffic here. And the AI tend to have a hard time getting around one another when it comes to, like, lap traffic, it seems. But we have some good pushers here. I mean, Tony Raines is actually somewhat keeping up with us there. Ever since we lost the drafting partner, we kind of like just faded a little bit in the seams. But it may not be over yet because Jeff Burton's trying to make a maneuver throughout this lap traffic. He's trying to do something here, but I think it's like to no avail. We're stuck in this lap traffic sequence here. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Coming up right about now. Dang. Okay, so we have 1 lap to go this time by for our Daytona 500, the last time around here of our season 4 opener of this career mode. Gotta say, I mean, I'm very excited to see what the season has in store for us, of course. But of course, it looks like I think we might have just had this game, set, match 1 here, because everyone's just pinned back behind there as well. So I'd rather anticlimactic finish, it looks like here, sadly enough, for the content anyway here for this finish. But we're just kind of like just being able to get around all these lap cars just better than like I said, early EA NASCAR game AI could. As we're coming down 3 and 4 one final time, Tony Raines is just trying to just push us to the finish line here. He's going to end up finishing a lap down. I kind of want to give him the lap back just for shoots and giggles, but it ain't going to matter. We're going to win the Daytona 500 in Viking Motorsports' first ever NASCAR Cup Series start. Jeff Burton ends up second, Jason Keller third, Ward Burton ends up in fourth, and Ron Hornaday rounds out the top 5. So those will be your noble 5 contenders for the Las Vegas race in 2 races time. We end up winning here today at Daytona, where it's been okay. To be fair, if you've been asleep for 17 years, you don't know how to do a burnout. You kind of forget how to do a burnout, essentially. You gotta learn on the fly here a little bit. But yeah. Nice stuff here, of course, as well. Winning the Daytona 500, it's exactly what we kind of need financially, because that's probably going to be our biggest lump sum of cash we're going to be able to get, because we're not going to be able to afford that many like repairs and overhauls. So we have to worry about that as well going forward. Well, I guess now would be a good time to show you some of the new pit signs I made, I suppose. I forgot to show that in the videos as well. You can see, like, some of them have, like, the updated, like, logos or whatnot on there. Like, this one has the Virginia Lottery on there for that. Let's see, one more. Just give me, like, one more. Now, the Marines Ford, the Spree Ford, the Excite Ford, of course, ourselves, and Viking Motorsports. Take a bow ourselves, and we win today at Daytona.
The yellow flag didn't fly at all in this one.
You know, that's pretty amazing. It says a lot about the quality and true talent of these NASCAR Winston Cup drivers.
The 56 car came from the back of the pack to get the win.
You know, I credit that whole crew for an exceptional race. It takes everyone working together to get results like that. What a great race for that team.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. Next up is North Carolina.
Well, the fact that we haven't won a race in, like, essentially 17 years, we are glad to be back here in Victory Lane today. The Daytona 500, our second Daytona 500 in this alternate universe, our last one winning in 2001. What a great start to this team, to bringing it out there, just to show that we at least compete with the big dogs at the big-ass tracks like Daytona and Talladega. I don't know if we led the most laps or not. I didn't hear any confirmation, or at least I didn't hear the crew chief saying anything about that, but either way, we had a great race, a great win, coming from the back, and now we got to do it 33 more times. For the first time in a long time, I don't even know what race win number this really is. I mean, for the first time this season, we get to sing Ode to Joy. Of course, we haven't heard that song in 17 years, it seems. Wow, that's a long time. But as you can see, those were our top 10. Of course, we came from the back. We led 18 laps and actually did lead the most laps, actually, by about 5 laps over Keller and about 6 over Jeff Burton. So, of course, these are our top 5 here. So this will be the No Bull 5 heading into Las Vegas. There is no Bull 5 winner because I was not the in the No Bull 5 for this race, but Las Vegas is going to be killer for us though, because we usually have a bad race there. Hopefully we can change that around for the upcoming race there, I would say. So yeah, Jeff Burton, Jason Keller, Ward Burton, and Ron Hornaday. A very good race for Ron Hornaday to participate in the No Bull 5 at Las Vegas later on in the next 2 episodes. So yeah, we're going to take a look through the rest of the field. Jeff Green 6th, Tony Stewart 7th, Steve Park 8th, a respectable 9th for Jay Sauter, and his teammate Jimmy Johnson ended up finishing in 10th. As we take a look at the rest of the field, Chad Chaffin also had a pretty good day as well. Not some pretty good stuff from the 41 team. Really good start to the year. As we're going to take a look through the last of the grids here today. And that's all she wrote. Unfortunately, we had 2 retirees of Glenn Allen Jr. and Lyndon Amick. We didn't get to see that much of the National Guard Chevrolet. 1 race, 1 win. Let's run it back at Rockingham. But, yeah, it's not going to be easy from that point forward. We got the easy part out of the way. Now we're going to have to go through the rest of this challenge on a much tighter difficulty. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is going to be a long road afterwards. Like, we're just happy to take these easy races as we can go. So, yeah, that's one thing we got to know for sure about that. Anyway, guys, that was incredible. As we're going to take a look through, I guess, like some bits of rewards before we go off for the day, of course. Oh, we actually got a lot of rewards, actually. We also got the fastest lap. Even despite having default setup, we had the fastest lap of the race. Wow. All right, that's something to look at there. As you can see, there's no winner for the Jackpot 5 because of that. But we are in the next one, of course, as we only had 4 different leaders. Ourselves, Keller, Jeff Burton, and Jeff Green. Like, these 2 are going to be incredible in this season. Jeff Burton's probably going to be the odds-on favorite, as well as Tony Stewart, so keep that in mind as well. You're going to see those guys up towards the front, most likely, as well. So anyway, guys, if you like this episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see what you think about this new little bonus season we had here today. So, yeah, it's going to be quite a ride, this show, and I hope you have as much fun as I am with this season. So, we'll see you guys in the next one at Rockingham.